The stage was set for one of the most unlikely matchups in combat history, a fight that no one could have seen coming. Michelle Yeoh, the graceful and fierce martial artist, known for her breathtaking action scenes in films like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon and Tomorrow Never Dies, was about to face off against the ultimate tough guy himself, Mr. T. The world knew him as the heavy-hitting, tough-as-nails boxer-turned-actor, who made a name for himself in the A-Team and Rocky III. The world watched, holding its breath, as these two titans of different worlds prepared to collide. Let's start with Michelle Yeoh. If you've ever seen her perform, you know she's no stranger to danger. A highly trained martial artist, Yeoh brings a combination of speed, agility, and grace to every fight scene she graces. Her style is a perfect blend of traditional kung fu and modern martial arts techniques. Michelle is also known for her discipline and precision, qualities that make her an incredibly dangerous opponent. With years of stunt work and physical conditioning under her belt, she's a well-rounded fighter who can move fluidly and strike with deadly intent. But even the best have their vulnerabilities. Despite her stellar fighting abilities, Michelle's strength doesn't lie in brute force. Her strategy focuses on technique and precision, which means she needs the fight to be paced to her advantage. If the tempo shifts too much or she's pushed into a corner, she could lose her edge. Then there's Mr. T. The man's reputation precedes him. Mr. T's greatest asset is his raw power. Towering and muscular, his strength is unmatched in any conventional sense. He's not just a fighter, but a symbol of brute force and sheer willpower. His physicality is overwhelming, and his experience as a boxer gives him the kind of endurance that most opponents can't withstand. But what Mr. T lacks in finesse, he makes up for in sheer, relentless aggression. His weaknesses, however, become apparent when the fight slows down. He's not known for his technical mastery or agility. He's a brawler, a one-man wrecking crew who can struggle against more nimble fighters who can outmaneuver him. As the bell rang, the atmosphere was electric. Michelle wasted no time, moving with fluidity as she danced around Mr. T, using her speed to her advantage. Mr. T tried to catch her with heavy punches, but Michelle was already out of range, slipping through his grasp like a shadow. Each time he lunged forward, she struck with pinpoint accuracy, swift jabs and calculated kicks, showing no sign of slowing down. Mr. T, meanwhile, grew more and more frustrated. His frustration led to mistakes, his heavy punches missing their mark, and Michelle's quick feet were there to punish him for every slip-up. But Mr. T's strength was not to be underestimated. As Michelle got too close for comfort, he landed a blow to her ribs that echoed through the arena. Michelle staggered, and for a moment it seemed like the tide had shifted. The raw power of Mr. T was starting to shine through. But Michelle wasn't done. She took a deep breath, recalibrated, and used her agility to regain control of the match. In the end, the story wasn't about strength versus skill, it was about control. Michelle Yeoh's ability to stay calm, think strategically, and outlast her opponent was her ultimate advantage. As Mr. T grew more fatigued, Michelle found her opening. A quick strike to his midsection knocked the wind out of him, and with a flurry of well-placed blows she disarmed his power. The fight ended with Michelle standing tall, having outlasted the brute force of Mr. T. Why did Michelle win? It wasn't just about fighting, it was about outthinking her opponent, using her superior technique and flexibility to break Mr. T's powerful onslaught. Where he relied on strength, she relied on strategy, and in the end, strategy won the day. It was a battle for the ages, a showcase of what happens when raw power meets calculated precision. The victor? Michelle Yeoh, whose grace and intelligence ultimately proved to be her greatest strength.